Do you actually have a true scoliosis, or are you just a bit shifty? Let's clear up the confusion right now. Let's jump right into it because maybe you've noticed one shoulder seems lower than the other, you're twisted, you're bent, your posture just seems a little bit off. Maybe you've even been told that you have a scoliosis, either now or in the past when you were growing up, maybe you had that diagnosis. Here's the thing, it might not be a true scoliosis. It could be something called a lateral thoracic translation or a pseudo-scoliosis. But for the ultimate confirmation, a standing spinal x-ray is the go-to, because with a true scoliosis, you'll see the shift, but then also the vertebral body rotation. You can see it by noticing the spinous processes, which are the bumps, those little bony bumps that you can feel on your back, that those are rotated. And the curve needs to be at least 10 degrees using the Cobb angle to measure it for it to be considered a true scoliosis. For the pseudo-scoliosis or the lateral translation, it's a bit different. Here, in this case, the rib cage shifts to the side over the pelvis, creating an S-shaped curve, but the vertebrae themselves are not rotated. The spinous processes stay centered. With scoliosis, you might have also heard about bracing. And how do you know if you need a brace or if someone that you know needs bracing? Well, if the curve is over 20 degrees, a brace could be recommended to prevent further progression because in that case, the curve is unstable. Now, if the curve crosses the 40-degree mark, that's considered severe and surgery might be on the table. In this case, bracing can help to reduce the curve and potentially delay or even avoid surgery. But now there are newer custom-designed 3D braces being used, and they're designed based on the patient's specific needs, their specific spinal abnormalities, because they apply a corrective force to reduce the curve and the rotation. So that's why these are the most effective braces. In a future video, I'm going to dive into exercises for scoliosis. But today, we're going to go over lateral thoracic translation exercises because these are very, very common. You'll need a box or another object to separate you from the wall. Stand with your feet hip-width apart so you have a nice solid base. Place the object against your hip to prevent it from moving towards the wall. Only your rib cage will be able to move. Remember, you're only doing this exercise to the side opposite your postural distortion. For example, when you assess your posture, if your trunk is shifted to the right, you'll place the object against your left hip and do a left thoracic translation. Keep your shoulders level with the floor as you do the exercise. Do not bend your shoulders or trunk. Only shift as far as you can while keeping your shoulders level and in the pain-free range of motion. Start off at 1 to 2 sets of 10 reps. Hold each rep for 5 to 10 seconds. Every week, you can add a set of 10 reps until after 4 to 6 weeks, you'll be close to doing 100 reps per day. If you're unsure about any of this, I strongly recommend you seeking out a CBP-certified doctor, a chiropractic biophysics physician. Now, we can perform standing spinal x-rays to be absolutely sure if you have a scoliosis or if it's a lateral translation. Your spine truly matters in this case, and especially when we're talking about exercises for your spine, the order with which you perform these exercises matters. Huge. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Remember, we're on a journey to unlock your spinal strength for healthy and active living. If you're eager to learn more right now, check out the link in the description for our spinal hygiene mini class. And don't worry, we got plenty more spine strengthening content coming your way right here. Hit the like button, and if you're up for some spine transforming solutions, definitely subscribe to this channel.